En la clase de hoy vamos a aprender inglés de una manera sencilla y divertida. Vamos a escuchar y leer 4 historias diferentes en inglés. La idea es que te vayas familiarizando con el idioma, escuchando y leyendo todo en inglés. Todas las palabras que no entiendas, escríbelas en tu cuaderno para posteriormente traducirlas. Verás que si eres constante con este método, verás grandes resultados. Sin nada más que decir, comencemos.
In the vast and arid red sand desert, a group of elite soldiers prepared for a crucial mission. Captain Alejandro, a veteran with years of experience, led the team. Their objective was to locate and disarm a series of explosive devices that an insurgent group had strategically placed in the region. The mission was dangerous but vital to ensuring peace in the area. The team consisted of 5 members: Lieutenant Carlos, an expert in explosive disarmament; Sergeant Elena, a communication specialist; Corporal Luis, an exceptional tracker; Private Javier, the team medic; and Private Miguel, in charge of logistics. Each had a crucial role in the mission, and they all trusted each other's abilities completely. The first night in the desert was tough. Temperatures dropped drastically, and the wind kicked up clouds of sand that made visibility difficult. Despite the harsh conditions, the team set up camp and established watch shifts. Alejandro knew that the key to the mission's success was keeping morale high and minds focused. At dawn, the team began their advance towards the first objective. Luis, the tracker, led the way, looking for any signs of enemy activity. After several hours of marching, they found the first explosive device hidden under a dune. Carlos got to work, disarming the device with precision and calm. The team celebrated their first success, but knew there was still much to do. As they advanced, they found more devices, each more complicated than the last. Tension mounted, but the team stayed united and focused. Elena kept constant communication with the base, reporting their progress and requesting support when needed. Javier, the medic, ensured everyone was in good health, treating minor injuries and making sure no one suffered from dehydration. One night, while resting, the team was caught in a sandstorm. Visibility dropped to 0, and the wind roared fiercely. Alejandro ordered the team to take shelter and wait for the storm to pass. During those hours of uncertainty, the soldiers shared stories and jokes to keep their spirits up. The storm finally passed, and the team was able to continue their mission. The last device was located in a hidden cave in the desert mountains. Getting there was a challenge, but the team succeeded thanks to determination and teamwork. Carlos disarmed the final device, and the team celebrated their success. The mission had been a resounding success, and everyone knew their work had saved many lives. Back at the base, Captain Alejandro congratulated his team for their bravery and professionalism. Each team member knew they had played a crucial role in the mission's success. The experience in the Red Sand Desert had not only strengthened their skills, but also their bonds as comrades and friends. They knew that no matter the future challenges, they could always count on each other. In the small coastal town of Estrella, a beach party was held every summer that attracted people from all over. This year, the party promised to be bigger and better than ever. Preparations began weeks in advance, with the locals decorating the beach with colorful lights, banners, and tents. The excitement in the air was palpable. Marina, a young enthusiast of music and dance, was especially excited. She had been looking forward to this party all year. Together with her friends, she decided to organize a series of activities to ensure everyone had fun. There were sandcastle contests, volleyball tournaments, and a surfing competition. But what Marina was most looking forward to was the big bonfire that would be lit at dusk. On the day of the party, Estrella's beach was filled with life. Entire families arrived with their umbrellas and coolers full of food. Children ran across the sand, laughing and playing, while adults relaxed under the sun. Music started playing early, creating a festive atmosphere that spread across the coast. Marina and her friends took charge of organizing the contests. The sandcastle contest was a great success, with children and adults working together to create true works of art. The volleyball tournament was equally exciting, with teams competing fiercely for first place. The surfing competition attracted surfers from all over, showcasing their skills on the waves. As the sun began to set, everyone gathered around the big bonfire. The flames lit up the night, and the music became softer and more relaxed. Marina took her guitar and started playing, inviting everyone to join her in a series of popular songs. People sang and danced, enjoying the warmth of the bonfire and the company of friends and family. As the night went on, the stars began to shine in the sky. Marina looked around and felt a deep sense of happiness. The beach party in Estrella was not only a celebration of summer, but also a celebration of community and friendship. She knew these moments would be remembered by everyone for a long time. Finally, when the bonfire died down and the music faded away, people began to say their goodbyes. Marina and her friends stayed a little longer, cleaning up and making sure the beach was left spotless. As she walked home, Marina smiled, knowing the party had been a resounding success and that next year would be even better. In a small coastal town called Blue Sea, there lived a young scientist named Gaia. Since she was a child, Gaia had felt a deep connection with nature and an insatiable curiosity to understand the mysteries of the climate. Her grandfather, a wise fisherman, told her stories about how the climate had changed over the years and how those changes affected life in the sea and on land. One day, while exploring an old library, Gaia found a dusty book titled Time and Climate: A Journey Through the Ages. Fascinated, she began to read and discovered that the book contained a map pointing to the location of a mysterious artifact capable of time travel. Determined to find it, Gaia embarked on an adventure that would take her through different eras to better understand climate change. Her first destination was the Ice Age. Upon arrival, Gaia found herself in a landscape covered in ice and snow. The animals she saw were enormous woolly mammoths and saber-toothed tigers. She observed how the humans of that time struggled to survive in such an extreme climate. Gaia took detailed notes on the flora and fauna and on how humans adapted to the harsh conditions. The next leap in time took her to the Middle Ages. Here, Gaia saw how climate changes affected agriculture and daily life. Crops failed due to prolonged droughts, and famines were common. Gaia spoke with farmers and learned about the techniques they used to try to save their crops. She also noted how diseases spread more easily in times of scarcity. Finally, Gaia arrived in the 21st century. Here, climate change was a hot topic. She saw how coastal cities were being flooded by rising sea levels and how wildfires were devastating large areas of forest. Gaia attended climate change conferences and spoke with scientists who explained how human activities were accelerating global warming. Gaia felt overwhelmed by the magnitude of the problem, but also inspired by the innovative solutions being developed. Back in her time, Gaia compiled all the information she had collected into a detailed report. She presented her findings to the scientific community and the general public, hoping that her journey through time would help raise awareness about the importance of caring for our planet. Gaia knew that climate change was a huge challenge, but she also firmly believed that with knowledge and action, humanity could find a way to protect the earth for future generations. In ancient times, when the world was still in its infancy, the jungle was an empty and silent place. There were no animals running through its lush trees or birds singing in its branches. The jungle patiently awaited the arrival of life to fill it with color and sound. In the heart of this jungle lived an ancient and powerful spirit named Yara. Yara was the guardian of nature and had the power to give life to the creatures of the forest. One day, while walking through the jungle, Yara felt a deep sadness at the loneliness of the place. She decided it was time to create beings that would fill the jungle with life and joy. Yara sat on a rock by a crystal-clear river and began to meditate. She closed her eyes and extended her hands to the sky, invoking the energy of the earth, water, air, and fire. With each element, Yara shaped a different creature, infusing it with a part of her own essence. First, she took a handful of earth and molded it into the shape of a majestic jaguar. She gave it strength and agility and sent it to run freely through the jungle. Then, she took some water from the river and created an elegant pink dolphin, which would swim in the rivers and lakes, bringing joy to all who saw it. With the air, Yara created a powerful eagle, capable of flying high and seeing everything from above. She gave it the task of protecting the jungle and its inhabitants. Finally, with the fire, Yara created a bright and colorful snake, which would silently glide along the forest floor, maintaining balance among the creatures. As Yara created more and more animals, the jungle began to come to life. Monkeys jumped from tree to tree, frogs sang in the ponds, and toucans filled the air with their vibrant colors. Each animal had a purpose and a place in the great cycle of life. However, Yara knew that to maintain harmony in the jungle, she had to teach the animals to live in balance. She gathered all the creatures and spoke to them about the importance of mutual respect and cooperation. She taught them that each one had a vital role in preserving the forest and that they should take care of each other. The animals listened attentively and promised to follow Yara's teachings. Over time, the jungle became a place of incredible biodiversity, where each creature contributed to the balance and beauty of the ecosystem. Yara's presence was felt in every corner of the forest, and the animals revered her as their protector and guide. The story of Yara and the creation of the jungle animals was passed down from generation to generation. The elders told how the guardian of nature had given life to the jungle and taught its inhabitants to live in harmony. Children grew up listening to these stories and learning to respect and care for the natural world around them. And so, the jungle continued to flourish, full of life and color, thanks to Yara's love and wisdom. Her legacy endured through the centuries, reminding us of the importance of living in balance with nature and protecting the wonderful world around us.
Espero de todo corazón que esta clase te haya gustado. Si es así, regálame un like y suscríbete al canal, que en verdad me ayudarías bastante. Y para todos los estudiantes que se quedaron hasta el final, les tengo un regalo. Debajo de este video encontrarán una clase de inglés desde cero totalmente gratuita. El link para esta clase estará en la descripción del video o en el comentario fijado. También te recomiendo que veas este otro video donde aprenderás inglés con una historia muy interesante, súper divertida. Entonces te espero ahí, no te lo puedes perder.